Hi, class. My name is Rashid. I'm just going to go over this segment on this family and the dynamics of it, and how just me personally, as a therapist, I might facilitate a family session with this particular family. So we have obviously a mother, a father, a daughter, and a son. And just to go off to how I would begin this session, I would just simply begin by basic introductions. Um, I would probably know a good deal about this family is, probably as a result of either reading their files before meeting them, but I still want to get in their own words who they are, basic information like what age they are. For the kids, I'd ask them if they either if they like school, maybe if they're what their views on or about of going to school. Do they love being a student? Do they hate being a student? Do they feel like they want to go to college or whatnot? I would try to keep it away from the bland questions, though, when it comes to figuring out who they are personally. I would directly ask the two children how they view their parents' marriage. And that would be after the introductions. And now with the parents, I would just ask them directly what they think of their own marriage as well. And after I would also go into each for each client to see what their view of the presenting problem in the family is. Um, I would ask what they can tolerate in the family and what they cannot tolerate in the family, because again, I want to see what's instead of really focusing on finger pointing and blaming. I'd like to see how this family system, has become what it has become to this point. I would personally just listen in a very non-judgmental way, and just attempt to my priority would be to build an alliance with this family, at least during the introductions. I let them know that structural problems that they're experiencing are likely a failure to adapt to changing circumstances. Um, and I really would want to key in on them looking at their interactions, not specifically each and everybody's personalities. So again, just the meat of the intro would be to allow them to look at themselves rather than point one finger at another and that and whatnot. Um, and I'd like to explore their past also and how it influences their present day behavior. Um, I want to know why people in the family are doing things that aren't good for them. So I know obviously the daughter in the family has had mental health issues that included a suicide attempt, and I would just like to know why it is she's seeking out to do the things she is doing. Um, because obviously depression does run rampant in this family. I'd like to get her thoughts on her feelings of, and obviously her whatever cognitive distortions are affecting her present day decision making. And I'd also like to explore the son and his views on his sister, because obviously he's a little resentful about what's going on, about he thinks the family's being put through something just because of the sister and her behavior. I'd also but I also like to explore his views on how he can maybe he's a 17-year-old, so he's not exactly very young, about to be an adult. I like to see if he sees himself as maybe a, a caretaker, someone who can take more responsibilities in the family. This could help alleviate the pressure and the strain that mom is feeling because she feels she's burdened with a lot in the family and isn't getting much help, which likely would be adding to the strained dynamics of this family and creating further relationship difficulties. So, assuming that there's going to be bickering or blaming in this family, let's say the parents start to blame each other, I would obviously just very briefly let them bicker for some time just to see how they do react and adapt to stressors in a basic conversation. Um, I would and then once it would die down, assuming I don't have to step in to get them to intervene and be a mediator, assuming that whatever bickering dies down, I would point out their, I would identify their behavior. Um, I would let them know that and ask them if that's how they would deal with how they always deal with problems at home. Let's say if a conversation becomes intense and there's a lot of anxiety, do they resort to yelling and screaming? Is there a lot of finger pointing? Is someone getting unfairly scapegoated when these conversations become intense? So I would definitely look for patterns like that and point them out to whichever family member I need to. Um, and then of course, when things are heating up, or maybe right before they heat up, I'd like to just reconnect with individuals. Like let's just say mom and dad are really arguing with one another and they're really talking about the daughter. I would want to get the son's opinion on how he feels things are going. I want to reconnect with him because I do want to keep everybody connected in throughout the whole interaction, but particularly when things do get heated, because I think it's important in a family session to make sure that not a single member is neglected. So how might I end the session? Um, Obviously, after about 60 minutes, I'd like to think I'd be able to identify at least a few behaviors that are counterproductive to this family and just their relationship with one another. So I would obviously identify which behavior I would think is unhealthy, and just see if they're willing to change, because I really want to gauge what their willingness is to once the behavior is identified, to realistically see if this behavior can be modified by whichever family member is in question. Um, Particularly, I think just reading this case, I would focus on mom's. Um, so mom tends to kind of gossip to the daughter about her husband. Um, I'm just trying to get the exact line here. They The couple frequently bickers with each other, and mother often complains to her children, especially her daughter, about their father. So right there, I would point out that this is a very uneven triangle. You have mom and daughter on one side, and then you have the father all the way on the other side. So right now, you're kind of scapegoating the father. But by doing so, with mom confiding in the daughter, her secrets and her personal life, it really puts the daughter in an unfair position, because she probably doesn't have the emotional maturity to handle what mom is telling her. Um, and she's not really a neutral third party. She is a member of the family. So it's really, really, mom is putting the daughter in a bad spot. So what I would do, I think, just off the bat, my goal would be to really even out that triangle and kind of keep things on an even scale, instead of just having dad way out there and being gossiped about by mom to the daughter and to the son. So I think one focus off the bat to end a segment particularly would be to challenge mom to not pull the daughter into her strained marriage, and because it truly is unfair to the daughter to be put in a position like that. Um, yeah, I mean, this family obviously needs probably a lot of work, but just off the bat, that's kind of how I think I would end a session. So thank you all for listening, and I look forward to hearing your responses.